Welcome everybody to another episode of Monday Nitro Party. It's a fucking new year, man.
Happy New Year, buddy.
2024. It's
Yeah.
we took a break. We took a break and then we came back and then we took another break because we both had shit going on. But you know what? It's a new
It's
year.
fine.
It's a new year. It's a new Monday Nitro Party. We're gonna do some more shit.
And it's also none of your business.
It is
So
none of your business.
it's
It's
none of your business
none of
why.
your business.
It's how we get you back.
Yeah, it is. We dangle the carrot in front of your face, and then we come back with
Hmm.
it. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened. Like just even in the last month, like
Yeah.
wrestling's been wild.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So you wanted to talk to me about something right off the bat. What's up, Josh?
Oh, okay. So obviously we had the party, the Survivor Series party. It was awesome. A lot of people came
Ruled.
out.
It was awesome.
Um, and the big thing that happened at the end was the return of CM Punk.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm asking you is because it's January 2nd now. We've had a bit of time with him in WWE, a
hmm
month-ish, right? So my question is, how do you feel about it?
I'm happy he's back. I still don't like him, but I'm happy he's
Okay,
back. I
yeah, I
mean,
was
like,
expecting.
no, I mean, like, it's one of those things. Like when he was with AEW, he was doing very much like his own thing. Like you could tell he was kind of in business for himself. And like I'm fine with that. Like, especially in like the twilight of your career, fuck it, be in business for yourself. But he also, this is weird because now that he's back in WWE, he looks happy, which who the fuck would have saw that coming? Like
Mm-hmm.
I did not expect that. He looks happy. I saw his first match with Dominic Mysterio, which is also an interesting thing too, because like they're putting people with Dominic that are like either coming back or like, getting their feet back under him and stuff. And I guess like in my head, I didn't think of that. Like I kind of thought like, why would you do that? Because Dominic's still relatively new. But like
Mm-hmm.
the dude's a good worker. He's a good safe worker. He knows, like he knows how to go through the motions. He knows how to put on like a very fucking even keel solid match. So Punk looked good for his first
Mm-hmm.
match back. Um
Nice.
and I'm kind of excited to see where it goes and see what they do. Obviously they're going to like gear it towards CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, which I think is cool. But yeah. Um
Yeah.
I might not be a big fan of CM Punk as a person, but I'm not like a hater necessarily of him being back in wrestling. So
Okay. No, I just wanted to ask you off the bat because I thought I was gonna get a different response. Like, because I don't know if like before your opinion was if he comes back, like fuck him, I don't care, and something like that. So I
oh,
was
I mean
curious
like
because we've
yeah,
had a
it's
month, and it can change some minds. You might not like him, but also you could be like, you know what, this might be actually good.
there's
So
things about it. There are things about it that still rub me the wrong way. He still is a hypocrite. Like, don't get me wrong, he is.
oh yeah.
But again, that's a personal thing. Like I think I think Phil Brooks is a fucking asshole. But like CM Punk as a performer in WWE, we'll see what happens. I think also there's an aspect of it that when everything happened with AEW, I think he kind of got humbled a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because he fucked around and fucked up enough to where they were like, okay, we have to cut our losses. Like at that point. And I
Mm-hmm.
think I think at that point that kind of might have brought him down to earth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know what? Maybe I do need to calm the fuck down. Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll see how it goes because he hasn't really done anything aside from a couple of promos that were like, but they weren't pipe bombs by any means. They were
Mm-hmm.
pretty mediocre CM Punk promos, like kind of a little safe. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm cautiously optimistic, is what I will say about it, because I think him versus Seth is going to be a banger of a match when that does happen. And I think also when they really get into it, like I think him and Seth back and forth will have some really good promos. Like I think there'll be
Mm-hmm.
some solid shit talk between those two. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I was talking about people coming back though, dude. The Rock came back last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
It.
what's funny is like I think it was fun how they did it, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to bring this up and I like you can tell me what you feel about this. Obviously, when they brought Jinder Mahal out the first, like obviously that was kind of like like
That
a
was kind of funny. I was
that
like,
was a funny
yeah,
yeah,
I
it
was
was a
with it.
funny troll job. Um,
Mm-hmm.
But this is weird. When I was watching the promo, when I was watching what Jinder was doing, like he was uncomfortable doing it. Like
Hmm.
he did not look like he wanted to do the promo that he did. Like,
Yeah.
because like I know that people talk their shit about Jinder's like, his fucking world title reign. And
Hmm.
like it was whatever. It was during a shitty part of the company too. So like they gave him the thing, they did it to boost up the viewership in India, and I get it. Like it was for sure just a money move thing. But when he did that promo, like I don't know, dude, there was something about it that felt very
Like he was pissed off.
like he was not like he was pissed off at the fans. Like he was pissed off and
No, pissed off that he had to do that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It felt like
Like,
it
I want
it
to be
felt
taken more seriously, and they're making me do this to prank everyone. Like,
not even no, not even that. Like
okay,
it felt like the whole like fuck America aspect of it.
oh,
It felt like he didn't want to do that. Like
oh, I
the
forgot about that part too. Which is yeah, that makes
that was the
sense.
majority of the promo. The majority of the
Hmm.
promo was, America's this, that, and the other thing, and he was shitting all over the US. And like, and I get it. Like, obviously, you have like the foreign heel type of thing, and I understand that.
Hmm.
But it like he for real didn't look like he wanted to say that stuff. Like he
Hmm.
was so that was weird to me. That was the only part of it that was like really like it
Yeah.
kind of felt like they were like, you're gonna go out there and shit on America, and then The Rock's gonna come out and he's like, fucking really? You're just gonna have me play the Mohammed Hassan part? All right,
Hmm.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
but then when The Rock came out, he came out, everybody popped. It was fucking gigantic. And it was a pretty atypical Rock promo. He talked mad shit, called him a jabroni, did all his
Yeah.
things.
He did the he's like something racist with Indians,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the dot. I'll smack the dot off of you, son of a bitch. I
Yeah,
don't know, some
something.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Yeah,
like, a little diet racism on there. It was
yeah.
just
Like
a
I'll shove
little,
Gandhi up your ass or
yeah,
some
yeah.
crazy shit.
A little whispered some xenophobia into the audience's ears.
I'm not
Um,
speaking from like personal experience, by the way. I'm just saying this is shit The Rock would say. Just
it
putting
was
it
it
out
was
there.
very like playground insult stuff, and he was calling him like
Yeah.
the day one douchebag and calling him a throbbing asshole or something. I don't know what he
Okay,
called him.
that's a
A
little
something ass. He called him a
dude,
something asshole, and
throbbing asshole.
it was something like that. It wasn't throbbing asshole, but it was something very
God,
similar.
I hope
It was
not.
like okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then they wrestled around for a little bit, and then the Rock did the thing that everybody's talking about now. He
People's
said the
elbow?
no, well, that too, but
I was like, what?
after the people's
Oh,
elbow came out,
yeah.
and he talked about going to eat because he was hungry and where he was
Mhm.
gonna sit, which was the most forced fucking line I have ever heard.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it was so funny because like I'm happy that he said it and I'm happy that he dropped breadcrumbs and everything, but what a forced way to
Very
get to that. Like
very corny. Yep.
it was super corny. The Rock is gonna sit at the bar. He's gonna sit at a booth, or
Yeah,
is he
you
gonna
sit in a
sit,
chair.
or is he gonna sit at the head of the table? Just
So
to
corny.
tickle us
Yeah.
with a little Rock versus Roman thing. Are you looking forward to the Rock versus Roman?
Honestly, I felt like it should have happened last year. Now it's like played out. I'm a little surprised he's back, but as soon as The Rock came out, like I was pretty tired yesterday.
Right.
Went to hang out with some friends on New Year's, and I was about to knock out. So I was like, all right, let me stay up for this, and we'll see what happens, and then I'll go to bed after, right? So I'm like watching it, and then I heard The Rock's music. If it smells, I was like, oh, it's The Rock, and then I just went to sleep.
Nice. Yeah.
So like this, I was like, okay, whatever. The Rock is back. Whatever, cool. I was a little surprised because honestly, everybody thought he was gonna go back and start making movies again because the strike and everything is over. So I am a little shocked that he is back. Maybe nobody wanted to hire him. I don't know. Maybe that what was
I
that
don't think
movie he
it's
made last that sucked? I don't know.
no, I mean like I don't think it's that. I okay, I have to go back a little
Or
bit because we're bringing up the Rock's movies. The thing that
yeah.
he said in the promo that was really funny was how he talked shit on Baywatch. That was really funny because
Mm,
Baywatch is one of his like worst reviewed movies of all time and also one of his lowest grossing movies of all time. And
mm-hmm.
it's by no means a good movie. It was a
Yeah.
funny movie, but it was not even close to a good movie. So
Uh-huh.
that was kind of funny, just because the self awareness is always funny because that movie is like consistently maligned. Like people shit all
Mm-hmm.
over that movie. I don't think it's that he's not hiring, like not getting hired for movies, and I don't think it's anything like that. What I think, and you can tell me what you think on this, I think it's because the match is going to happen sooner than later. I don't think it's going to happen at WrestleMania. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens at the Rumble, but I actually think it's going to happen at Elimination Chamber. What do you think?
Um, I would have to see. I don't know. Maybe Elimination Chamber. I don't know.
I don't think it's happening at WrestleMania. I think it's happening before that.
Okay.
The
I would say
Elimination
Elimination
Chamber,
Chamber, bigger stage.
yeah, Elimination Chamber is going to be in front of like 70,000 people. It's an international show. It's one of those things that they do where they bring back somebody huge for an international thing just to,
Yeah.
boost up international viewership and stuff like that. And also, it sets up a couple of things. Like, if you have The Rock come in there, do the match against Roman, it doesn't even have to be for the title, just The Rock versus Roman. Like,
Yeah.
you do that, whoever wins, whether it's Roman or The Rock, which to be honest with you, I think it's going to be Roman. I don't think The Rock's going to win. I think
Mm-hmm.
Roman's going to win, and I think it's probably going to be some shenanigan bullshit like normal because
Yeah.
Roman doesn't win clean. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to set up the Cody versus Roman finish the story bullshit that's going to happen at WrestleMania. So,
Yeah.
and I think it'll probably be Cody that wins the chamber because I don't think Cody is going to win the Rumble. I think it's probably going to be CM Punk that wins the Rumble, which I feel like it's telegraphed, but it's whatever. And
Yeah.
I see that happening. I don't see any other direction for I don't see any other direction for CM Punk to go after Seth Rollins at WrestleMania because there's no fucking way that's not going to be the main event. That's probably one of the biggest reasons that he came back
Yep.
is to do that. So that's like the only direction I can see it
Yeah.
happening.
It feels like a very predictable WrestleMania.
I'm all right with that. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I honestly kinda because like WrestleMania right now, what I'm seeing, this is just like in my own head, is I'm seeing Roman versus Cody. I'm seeing Seth versus CM Punk. I'm seeing Jay versus Jimmy.
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Drew McIntyre. That poor guy just keeps on getting buried. He fucking lost his match last night, even after
Yeah.
they built it up as like he's really hungry. He's like hungriest Drew McIntyre that I've ever seen or whatever. And then he came back
As
and
hungry as CM Punk.
no, dude, he came back and fucking lost again.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Um, who the fuck are the tag team champions?
It's a fuck I know. No.
I literally don't know.
It's
Like,
who the fuck? Wasn't it Finn?
it's
No.
Judgment Day. It is Judgment Day.
Yeah. Judgment
Yeah, they
Day.
haven't
And
been doing
then
shit with them either. Like
yeah.
they've been having like, Rhea Ripley obviously is a fucking killer, and
Hmm.
she does things to my
Yes.
brain, and
She's very sweet.
yeah, sure, that's what we're saying.
Hmm.
She is actually very sweet, I'm sure.
Yes.
Um, but she's been an absolute murderer. She's been destroying everybody. So she's probably gonna go into WrestleMania as the champion,
Hmm.
and I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with Damian Priest's cash in. Like, I don't know how they're gonna go with that. I'm gonna be really bummed out actually if they take the briefcase away from Damian Priest.
When did he win it again? At Money in the Bank.
Yeah, Money in the Bank.
So still got some kind of time until after Mania. What if Punk beats Seth or Seth beats Punk and Damian cashes it at Mania?
I mean, that could be cool. I'd be cool
Maybe
with
a
that.
thing and set up a triple threat match the month after. There you go.
Yeah, I
That can
just
happen.
yeah. I mean, maybe they might do Backlash in Puerto Rico again. If they do
Mm,
Backlash in Puerto,
It's not happening.
you don't think?
Puerto Rico's broke. they
Yeah,
they
that's
they don't
fair.
have much.
That's
They don't
fair.
have that much money.
They're like, we made a mistake last time.
Yeah, it was just a
Well,
one time thing.
I really hope they don't take the title away from him, is all, because or the
Hmm.
take the Money in the Bank away from him, because Damian Priest, for he's like, he doesn't have a whole lot of time in wrestling left. He's older, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. But he's still very athletic. He's very good on the mic. He's dope. So I think he should have at least one title run, even if it's a bitch ass title run, which it's gonna be. Like, there's no way he's not gonna be like a standing champion for quite a while. Like, it's not gonna
Yeah.
happen. It'll be a short one. But Um, yeah, that's necessary. I think they should do that with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's an interesting WrestleMania season this time. We'll see what happens at the Rumble when we do our Rumble party because that's gonna be fun
Yeah. Rumble party.
over at Pine
Um,
Box.
yes, we're doing a Rumble watch along because the last one was so good at Pine Box Rock Shop. So if you're looking for a place to watch the Rumble, come to Pine Box. Come hang out with us. I'll probably buy pizza again. Whatever. I
I
bought
mean,
like what 4 or 5 boxes last time, and they were all gone. Like,
yeah, there was
and
only
we
six
only
of
had
us.
2 slices. Yeah.
Yeah, there was only like 6 people. So,
Mm-hmm. What do you mean
um,
at the watch party? No.
no,
You
initially
be
when the pizza got there, but
oh yeah,
like when
there was like 6 to 8 people. Yeah.
yeah, when the pizza got there initially, it was a very low amount of people. By the time like
We thought
halfway through
yeah,
the pizza being there, there was a lot more people. But it was like when the pizza got there, we were just like, oh shit,
we have so much pizza.
we're gonna be a bunch of fucking fatties and eat all this
Yeah.
pizza.
And that was not
Um,
happening.
no.
Mm-hmm.
But also like the Rumble party's gonna be a little bit different too because there might be other shit going on. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say that anything else is going on for sure, but there might be some other cool shit going on that day. You also have to pay attention and watch our socials and stuff because we'll announce it
Yes.
all on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the Rumble's gonna be it's I think the Rumble also is gonna be an interesting event because I think there's gonna be some stuff that kind of like as with every WrestleMania season, the Royal Rumble is kind of like the last stop to before really building it. And
Mm-hmm.
this one, the only difference is that they have Elimination Chamber in Australia, so they're probably going to pull some shit there too. But
Yeah.
um, who are you looking at going into WrestleMania? Like who's the person that's on your radar? Who do you want to have a good WrestleMania season this year?
Out of everybody,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
He could be on the top of the card, middle of the card, low part of the
Rhea,
card.
because Rhea's the only person I don't know what's going on with her.
Fair.
And maybe they're gonna do a Rhea versus Sasha thing, but that looks like it's not happening.
There's no way Sasha's coming back to WWE at this point.
Charlotte's injured. She's wrestled for. I don't know if it's gonna be Becky. I don't think it's gonna be Becky. Yeah, it's very interesting. Don't know what's gonna happen with Rhea. Rhea is obviously gonna defend her belt.
Like, yeah,
One,
the who
it's
is the
been champion
question.
for more than a year now.
She's been
And
smashing it, dude.
mhm, yeah, Buddy has been too.
Yeah, he has. I don't
That's
care.
just
Listen, I don't care where Buddy is at on the
mhm,
card in AEW. He's still
yeah.
the champion in our hearts
Oh yeah,
because
no, he's totally like the top guy there,
yeah, he
no
is.
doubt.
He's going down under every single fucking week, and we're
Hmm.
just we're very happy for Buddy here at Monday
Hmm.
Nitro Party.
Yeah,
Good
congrats
for
to
him.
Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, good for him. Also, dude, you know what? All joking about him and Rhea aside,
Having
that dude's
sex.
always been he's always been a good worker too. Like he's always been entertaining. He's fucking great in the ring,
Oh
and he
yeah,
gets to smash Rhea Ripley.
he
Good
gets to
God.
have sex with Rhea.
Oh,
Hmm.
he's that dude's living the dream.
I'm
Um,
sure like other things too, like go to the park and other nice things, but
yeah,
like
they hang out with like
mostly
their dog.
sex
They
is.
hang out with their dogs
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff, and they
yeah,
got dude. Did you see the fucking arcade cabinet that he got
yeah.
her?
That was awesome.
That
I'm
was
so
dope.
jealous. Hmm.
Um, you know what? I want to live vicariously through Buddy Matthews at this point.
Yes,
Um, so talking about AEW a little bit. Good transition
perfect
there.
segue.
Talking about AEW, dude, it was kind of funny. I saw a thing on Twitter where somebody was talking shit to Malachi Black, and he usually doesn't like respond to people on Twitter, but he
Yep.
finally popped back to somebody who was like, "All right, fuck you." Like he finally was
Hmm.
just like, he's like, "All right, you want to talk shit? All right." He's like, "You're completely full of shit," and it was basically because somebody said that he refuses to lose to anybody or take a pin, and it's like, all right, dude, like he has been somebody even when he was in WWE and prior to WWE when he was Tommy End, like
Hmm.
that dude has always been one for the boys. Like he'll take a pin. He has always been somebody who kind of rolls with the punches. And then when they give him creativity to do what he wants, like with House of Black and stuff, the dude's great. Like that dude rules.
I have to say, that's such a weird thing to tweet. Like, why do you care if he won't take what? Like, that's
Yeah.
what did he say?
It was because somebody posted a thing about House of Black and it was the stats of each
Yeah.
one of the members of the House of Black, like
Hmm.
and their win-loss record. And
Yeah.
it was because Malachi's was super low. And it was
Okay.
like, and the
Well,
person, and somebody replied to that and retweeted it and said, his is so low because he refuses to take a fall for anybody and won't take any pins.
did he respond to that?
Yeah, he did. He
That's
responded
what I'm
to it.
saying.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah. He
say?
responded to it with, for lack of a better term, it was a longer version of fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
it was essentially that. I'll bring up the actual tweet right now. But it was because the reason that it even got brought up is because of Julia Hart. So Julia Hart was like, because she's been killing it. She's been
Mm-hmm.
doing fucking fantastic. And they brought it up because her win-loss record has been very high. She's been
Mm-hmm.
doing really good. And so somebody broke down the stats for each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And like we we were just talking about this not too long ago too. Like Brody King fucking rules too. He's another one that you don't want to fuck with. Like dude, Brody King, you know, yeah, he might be a performer, he might be a wrestler, he might be doing a character, but also he is not to be fucked with, and you will find out if you do. And
Mm-hmm.
like we were even wondering if some of the shit that he was of some of the shit that was happening
Is it
on the
legit?
I don't know, dude, that felt a little shooty and I'm cool with that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so here it is. So on here, somebody broke down and said, here's how many singles matches each House of Black member competed in throughout 2023. Julia Hart, 14, Brody King, 8, Buddy Matthews, 6, Malachi Black, 0. That was singles matches. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but it actually kind of does check out because Malachi Black usually doesn't do singles matches. He's usually in multi-man matches with the rest of the team. So somebody responded to it and says that's what happens when you refuse to take a pin or put anyone over. And Malachi Black said, usually I don't reply because these laughable takes from goofballs like this nerd is why this place is the equivalent of people opening their front doors and screaming their excrement laced opinions into the street. However, bullshit. Never happened, isn't a thing. Happy New Year. And then right after that, he said, that was my tweet for 2024. I'll see you guys next year. So
uh,
he just, yeah, he came in, clapped at the dude, was like, all right, fuck the shit, I'm out.
right.
Um, I've always liked Malachi Black. And we can live vicariously through him too because him and Zelina Vega are also a thing, you know. So good for him.
We're just
Oh
living vicariously. We're gonna have an episode where it's just like male wrestlers we wish we were in the
yeah,
bedroom. Like
the
just
whole
talk
House of
about
Black's crushing it. Um,
who else is fucking who?
I don't know,
Sammy
dude. Bro,
Guevara. I'd love
yeah,
to be
fucking.
Sammy. uh,
Yeah, dude. Fucking so I always think that's funny. But the House of
yes.
Black they've been crushing it in AEW. But the big thing with AEW has nothing to do with the House of Black. It has to do with the list of Jericho.
Uh, yeah.
Oh, Chris.
It's very quiet about that all of a sudden right now.
Which is not a shock.
Yeah, they
That's
probably sent out an email for to every journalist. If you want to stay a journalist, don't talk about it again
don't
or
talk
something
about
like
the
that.
thing. There's
And
probably
everybody
and
who's, oh my god, I need to keep my whatever.
dude,
The thing may be
the thing also with
whatever.
that situation is that like it happened, like it popped off, and within a very short amount of time, people in the audience at World's End were all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were fucking chanting NDA at him. Like they
Yeah,
were, you know, there was a sign that said World's NDA, like
hmm.
instead of World's End.
That's
Like, and
perfect.
it was prominent on the camera too. Like the
Mm-hmm.
camera man just got a good shot of it. Um, and for anybody that's not in the know, Chris Jericho's in some shit for being a creep and
Mm-hmm.
for creeping into people's inboxes, and it really links back to Kylie Ray because
Mm-hmm.
she asked for her release from AEW, and they granted it, and they granted it with the quickness, and they did it quietly until somebody brought it up to Tony Khan, and then Tony, his response was the most throwaway, nonchalant, like nothing response aside from like, oh yeah. No, she asked for her release and we granted it. So yeah, she's not with the company anymore. So yeah, that's all it
Mm-hmm.
was. Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that happened, like just there was female wrestlers left and right that were popping off on Twitter and stuff, being like, "We fucking told you,"
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, I know a lot of people don't like Lufisto, but like she was right up there. She was just like, I've been fucking telling you guys for a long
Mhm.
time, like, you know. And
Yeah.
so yeah, so like apparently there's a rumor going around that Jericho was trying to do like the casting couch behavior with Kylie Ray, and she wasn't fucking having it. Um,
Mm.
and for anybody that doesn't know, Jericho's married to a very shitty person. Like, so I don't like my personal opinions of Jericho or whatever, but dude, his wife sucks.
Yeah. I hope
So
he stays with his wife after
yeah,
this.
like, dude, she's all like anti-vax and fucking flat earthing and shit and like full on QAnon and shit. Like
Yeah,
she's
she was at the Capitol
yeah,
January 6th.
no bueno.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's the current hot water it's going with AEW, and honestly, it's causing a big issue with AEW stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's people that are noticeably silent, and there's a noticeable silence in the upper management side of it, in the public side of it. Like,
Not only
nothing is being,
silence, but the man wore a fucking some pair of sunglasses and a wig.
yeah,
Like a silence and a disguise.
yeah.
Like what was that about too?
I mean,
I
that was just cocaine behavior. I mean,
Yeah,
like, I
okay.
don't know if he's actually coked out, but that's very cocaine behavior.
Yeah,
Like,
that was 100% cocaine behavior. It was so
I've
weird.
definitely, I've definitely put on a wig and sunglasses when I used to do coke all the time, like for no
Nice.
reason. Like I
I
went out into the world like
I do it sober. Sounds fun.
that.
I don't know why I
Yeah,
said
I mean, I would also do it sober just to fuck with people. I mean,
yeah.
it's New York City. Like, it's gonna be the
Hmm.
least weird thing that you see on the subway is a dude in a fucking wig and sunglasses.
Yeah, as long as there's no dick, you're fine. Like
Yeah, dude, there's so much dick on the subways here. So
there's
much,
too much dick,
too much dick.
too much
Um,
dick.
there's so AEW has, you know, a lot of stuff going on, like in ring wise. They have the thing with MJF. Samoa Joe's the new champion. The Devil storyline was exactly what everybody expected, which
Hmm.
is fine. Like, I don't think that one needed a twist. Like, Adam Cole being the devil is great. Like,
Is
awesome.
it?
It is because I'll say this. Adam Cole is at his best when he is the heel leader of a faction.
Of course,
Like,
yeah.
he's so whatever this faction is going to be, whatever they're going to be called, him being the leader of it is solid. Wardlow
Hmm.
needed something because he sure the fuck wasn't doing anything.
Wardlow needed Wardlow, and this is what they decided to do with him. They put him in a faction again. I
Yeah,
think Wardlow should have been by himself, but they weren't doing anything with him.
the reason that the Wardlow's not by himself is because he has the personality of a sock. Like, he
How do you
has
know? That's the thing. How do you know if he's not getting help?
no, they
Like,
put the mic in front of his face multiple
yeah,
times, and
you
he
can't
has
just, but you can't just go, yeah, talk. You have to like
mm,
help him. If he's not getting any help from the right people, then of course he's gonna be like
horseshit.
garbage.
I'm calling horseshit on that only because they put him
Okay.
with the best talker in the entire company for a long time.
He,
And then as soon as MJF was away from him, as soon as MJF handed him the fucking keys and let Wardlow squash him, as
mhm.
soon as that was done, Wardlow didn't do shit aside from come in and destroy people, which is fine. But every time they
Yeah.
gave him a chance to do anything with the microphone, he immediately got exposed as having absolutely zero charisma, which
Mhm.
sucks because I like Wardlow, but he's like a Batista. You don't give him the mic. Like,
Mm.
he fucking don't. And let him be what he's gonna be. Come in, destroy people, be part of a faction, be the muscle, be the Batista of the evolution. Like, just fucking
Yeah.
be that guy. Um, until you can get some fucking training on the mic, because it's
Mm.
not there. And I think this is the safest and best thing for Wardlow as a character because it's going to keep him less exposed and it's going to give him more time to develop that part of his personality.
Mhm.
And then you have the Kingdom, you know, Taven and Mike Bennett, which is fine. Like, they're not great, but they're not horrible. They're middle of the road. Like, I've never had a huge issue with them, but I've also never been like, oh my god, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, you know.
Mhm.
So I think as a faction, it's going to work very well. If it starts to become like some NWO bullshit where there's just a bunch of devils and they just start fucking adding people to it, then it's gonna suck. But just as that foursome, I think it's okay.
Mhm. I don't. I just. Mine's very brief. I don't care for it. I
You
just
don't care for it. It's
I
fine.
don't I don't know. It kind of was they kind of ruined it with the Wardlow thing with his hair messed up. So that's
Oh
how you
yeah, the hair
know
mess up was pretty
a
funny.
lot of Wardlow shit is not his fault. That's why I'm like it's their fault. Um I don't know. I just kind of figured that was the plan. It was kind of corny. Um I was just like, all right, cool. They're what are they gonna do next? Because MJF ain't around.
No, he's gonna have to
You
get like
know, the
shoulder
only
surgery
reason
and
that
shit.
yeah, the only reason I watch and sign a WWE contract, and the only reason I watch is because maybe Samoa Joe is champ. But what is he gonna do either? Like, he's gonna be the same Samoa Joe. Like, it's nothing new, and it's been the same shit. And we finally got through a way too long wrestling tournament. Which congrats Eddie Kingston, that's my guy.
Hmm.
Um,
I love that they
so
call him the king of the
I love,
bumps. That's
yeah,
it's one of my favorite things.
perfect.
Yeah.
Um, and like, yeah, cool, happy for him, but also like that was the most boring 2 months for me. And I'm not saying it's boring in general, but at the same time, like, if you're trying to grow your audience, you don't just stick to your niche because that's just not how you like. If you're gonna stick to the same people that are liking it, then you're not gonna grow it. If you're gonna expand a little more, then you're gonna grow your audience, and that's what they need to do. And they're not doing it. They're like, hey, let's just do what New Japan fans like, which is there's not many New Japan Pro Wrestling fans in
No.
America. In Japan, yes, but not in America, and not enough money that they need. Like that was just too. I don't know. To me, it was. I'm happy for everyone who enjoyed it, but I thought it was a dumb idea.
I've
Like,
I've literally not talked to one person that said they enjoyed the tournament like
yeah.
itself because the tournament itself was long, it was boring, made no fucking sense. Like doing it
Mhm.
in like the leagues and all that shit, like it was dumb. And
Yep.
like you could have easily done like a King of the Ring style tournament, had it be like 1 or 2 days, fucking have it
Mhm.
just that be done with it, and that would have been fine. But also, like, and I'm very happy for Eddie Kingston, but also, why the fuck are they adding another title? Why in the fuck do they have another championship?
Don't know.
Dude, they have
I
so many
have no idea.
injuries. Their fucking roster is so thin as it is, and they have another title. Like
It's
Orange
crazy
Cassidy's
how.
been Orange
Mhm.
Cassidy's been the international champion now the whole time for however long he's been. And like it's to the point now where he has to walk up to people and accept a challenge that they didn't even challenge him for because there's not enough fucking people to do it. And then on top
Mhm.
of that, you also have Ring of Honor. Like so you like what the fuck is going on, dude? Condense some of these things. Like make it
It's
a fucking
too.
tight. You need a tight five, Tony. You need a tight five before you can go for a fucking 60-minute headlining set. Like, what the fuck?
It's too much wrestling. Way too much wrestling.
I
Um,
am
it
happy for
is.
Eddie though. Like I am. Like
Yeah, that was
Eddie
cool.
fucking rules. And
Mhm.
I also like that Eddie does not cut corners. He doesn't do anything that he is not. Like he he puts in the fucking work. His
Yeah,
promos are 100% him. Like he
and
doesn't do any bullshit aside from it.
yeah, and he's one of the greatest wrestlers out there right now. And if you don't
Yes,
agree with that, you can suck a dick. Anyways,
an assortment of dicks, an assortment
yeah,
of the worst available dicks.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so AEW is in a weird place right now with everything. I'm still rooting for AEW because I think competition is
Yeah.
good. And that's the main reason that I'm rooting for AEW is that I think competition is good. The whole
Mhm.
thing with fucking Christian and Luchasaurus and the Waynes and that whole feud, the way that they did the Adam Copeland winning and then Luchasaurus or Kill Switch, fuck off with that.
Mhm.
Him coming out and then like cashing in his quote unquote his title shot and then just giving it to Christian is another fucking regurgitated, barfed up storyline that's been done a million times. So, like, I don't know. I'm hoping in 2024 they get their shit together because I really do want it to stick around, if only for the fact that I feel that competition is good on a major scale. Because
Mhm.
indies are doing great right now. There's a lot of awesome indie stuff going on right now,
It's
and
really the
even
only
they
thing
have
good.
competition. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're like internal competition is fine. Like it's fine on that, but on a major scale, AEW is the only real quote unquote competition
Mm.
to any of the major league stuff. Like Impact is, or TNA at this point now is kind of just a little bit better watched version of an indie. Like, I mean, they're selling out the Melrose in New York, which
That's
is
cool.
great. Was it hold like 400 people? Like, that's
Yeah,
okay, cool. Like, good. I'm happy for them. Um,
that's
NWA
good
is
though.
NWA is dying. Like, it's pretty much done. Like, all
Well,
things considered.
you shouldn't really do a cocaine spot on national television. That was pretty one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
So,
Like,
did you actually watch that pay-per-view?
no.
Oh,
I just heard
dude.
about the coke. I don't watch that. I don't watch NWA.
For anybody that has not watched the Sam Hain pay-per-view, um it's hard for me to say watch it because I
You
have
don't
to.
have to.
No, I'm looking at it the same way as I would look at like a really, really bad horror film, which is the other
Hmm.
stuff that I do. And like, I don't know what it is about Billy Corgan, but he runs this company as if he loathes wrestling and doesn't want it to succeed. Because the Sam Hain pay per view was December to Dismember bad, but
Mm,
worse. Like it
mm.
was, you have to watch it once, like just once, or
Like
like
do some drugs.
even watch like 45 minutes or an hour of it. Watch half of it.
Get like really high and watch it.
Seriously,
Mm.
seriously, get high as shit and watch it because
Mhm.
it is shocking how bad it's pulled off. Like it is,
Interesting.
especially for your first pay per view after you supposedly get a TV deal.
Hmm.
You're like, dude, we signed a TV deal. We can actually do some shit now. Then
Uh-huh.
let's like fucking slime out this steamy turd of a pay per view. Like it was just, oh,
Oh God.
I,
No,
dude,
I'm
you
gonna
remember?
continue not watching NWA.
Oh, fuck, dude, and like, I mean, Billy Corgan's also like, I've loved Smashing Pumpkins for a long time, but Billy Corgan himself, dude, fucking just sell the company, dude. Give it to somebody that actually will do something with it,
Yeah,
because he's
maybe
not.
jump off a bridge. I don't
Yeah,
know.
do
One of
whatever
those
you want.
two.
Yeah, you can do that too.
You can own
Um,
everything.
you can land on the ground like a smashing pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, NWA's toast for the most part as of right now. And TNA is again glorified indie, but the actual
Hmm.
indies have had some cool shit going on, especially on the deathmatch side of it. There was a
Yeah.
You can talk about that stuff. There was a
Oh
cool
yeah.
drop in.
Went to ICW. I almost didn't go. I was telling my buddy Michael, hey, if you could find, I wasn't feeling good. I was like, if you could find someone to take tickets, take them. I'm just good. I'm good. He was like convincing me you should go, blah blah. So I went. Newark, New Jersey, Hart Ballroom. There was John Wayne Murdoch versus Tarzep. In the beginning, Mittens was dressed up as Santa. John Wayne Murdoch beat him up in the beginning.
Mhm.
So he went to the back. And then towards the end of the match, that's when you saw a very big, tall, still big Santa, but you're like, wait, that's Mittens? And then he starts hitting John, and then I see he's right in front of me. I was like front row right there, and I was just like, what the? I screamed and what the fuck? And it was Mick Foley, and he did a DDT. It was pretty dope. He cut a little 4-minute promo that I'll post. Fuck it, I'll post on this channel like from my view, and
Yep.
then he did a little promo which was pretty cool, and then I caught him when he was coming out and we did a little picture together,
Hmm.
and yeah, he also did pictures which I kind of felt bad after. I got a free one. He did pictures for $50, I think, photos and autographs,
He usually
and
does
all
that.
that
That's usually
money
his thing.
went to SPO's family, from what I heard.
Nice.
So that was very nice of them. They made a lot of money and sent it over. And yeah, I felt bad because I got a free picture now. Like,
Yeah, but you got an audience picture. You didn't get like the,
yeah,
you
we
know,
didn't talk for a minute.
yeah, yeah.
So
It wasn't that. You didn't get
I'm a good person.
the whole
Yeah.
shebang.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
I
I'll
mean,
still
it's okay to
steal
feel bad
shit,
about
but
that.
yeah, I'll still steal
um,
stuff sometimes. But
he gave Tara Zepp a hell of a rub you know, by kind of giving her a torch pass, which
Yeah.
is, you know, also talking about somebody who's fucking gorgeous. Tara Zep fucking rules. Like she's becoming like a new deathmatch darling. Like she's starting to do some more stuff. She has had her
Mhm.
GCW debut. She came in and fucking crushed it there too.
Yeah.
You know, so she's crushing it and getting that rub from Mick Foley at a deathmatch show, like that's kind of a big fucking deal, you know,
Mm-hmm. Pretty
which is cool.
cool.
Good
I
for
was very
her.
happy.
Very,
Yeah.
very, very, very good for her. There was just the GCW show with Nick Gage and
Jun
fucking
Kasai. That
Jun
was in.
Kasai.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't get to see it. I've seen
They
clips. I've
destroyed it. It lived up for the hype. That match was dope. Very insane. Very
It had to
violent.
be. It had to be. There's
Gage
no
was
way it
bleeding a
wasn't.
lot.
Yeah.
Um, he even Gage, when he was walking towards the ring, my buddy Tommy, who was at ringside holding the Bulls jersey that he wore when he almost died. It's not the exact jersey, but that was what he was wearing.
Right, right.
But also Tommy was wearing that jersey in a GCW show in Chicago where Gage let him hold the belt while he did a promo. And Tommy was holding up the jersey and Nick Gage went and just fucking put it on. He had the whole match in it. That was
Damn.
kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, if
very
you
cool.
watch it, that was Tommy with the jersey. He just took it, he put it on, and he wore it. And it was like pretty awesome. And then
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
they fucking murdered each other in the ring.
So that was also the event that had the opening match was John Wayne Murdoch and Atticus Cogar, right?
Which would
Was that the same was that the same event with the no rope barbed
no.
wire match? That was the one that just happened.
That was a different event, I believe.
Okay,
Because Atticus does not work for GCW anymore.
gotcha. Um
Yeah, that's a thing.
See, this is why the deathmatch stuff is your area, not mine.
Yeah.
Because I don't know
Oh,
who the
they
fuck
had a
I don't know who the fuck works for who at this point.
yeah. Well,
Like,
he definitely doesn't work for them anymore.
gotcha.
Actually, his last show was with them was Hammerstein
Okay.
Ballroom, and or no, it was something else. I don't know, but then that was it.
Well, okay, so this
It's been a
was
while.
just it was an event that just happened, and it was John Wayne Murdoch versus Atticus, and it was a no rope barbed wire match.
Yeah.
And apparently Murdoch fucking destroyed him. Like, I mean, it was a, you know, back and forth, but apparently he destroyed him. And then at the end of it, Atticus was just face down, and Murdoch basically said that he had 10 more people, about 10 more people that he'd be willing to do a death match with. But he said, I'm not going to find you. You come and find me. And then he rolled out of the ring, and everybody fucking cheered and, you know, threw it up and everything like that. And so people have
Wait,
been,
was this the Massachusetts show?
I don't know, I'll look it up right now. Because
Because
they were
I
just
think
posting about it too.
I
Like,
think that was RSP,
oh,
not
it was. Oh no,
Murdoch.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
Because that sounds like something he would
It
say.
was RSP. That was my mistake.
I'll be
I
honest
was.
with you, I'm not a fan of RSP. I think he stopped doing death matches, and then I don't know what the hell he did. What he worked for MLW? Like nobody cares. He did AEW Dark.
He's
You
been working
know,
for. He's been working for MLW as a part of the calling.
sure,
And he
okay.
he just did a thing with that. Yeah, I was.
It seems
I
like he didn't do much,
No,
basically.
and I was thinking, well, he also just like, so MLW is a different thing, and yeah, that was my mistake. I had John Wayne Murdoch in my fucking head because we were talking about
Yeah.
that other thing, but it was definitely Ricky Shane Page. But also RSP is a weird looking dude, like just out of like randomly, he's a weird looking dude.
Mhm.
But he just did, he was doing a thing with MLW. They're kind of like putting a lot behind him because they just had Hammerstone end his contract there. So Hammerstone
Mhm.
is out, and he's kind of one of those free agents now that people are wondering where he's going to show up.
Mhm.
I don't think he's going to go to WWE. I don't think WWE wants him. Um, but I think if he went to AEW, it would work. I think he could
Mhm.
be a top guy with AEW pretty easily. Um, yeah, MLW is interesting right now. Like, I've been watching a lot more of their stuff and like their more recent stuff,
Mhm.
and I feel like they're building up to something a little bit better. What I mean by that is
Okay.
like they're taking some chances on some different things. They're toying around a little bit with some deathmatchy type stuff. They're toying around with going into different markets like Mexico and Japan.
Mm-hmm.
and they're bringing in people from all over the place. And I think that's like, if you're going to be a company like MLW, that is how you got to do it, because they don't have too many people that are on like exclusive contracts or anything.
Yeah.
Like, they have a few of them that I think, like Jacob Fatu is like one of the only ones that's even left that has like a contract that's exclusively with them, really. Them and whoever else they partner with, but they're doing some cool stuff. So I'm definitely on team MLW right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Ricky Shane Page person, but they are putting, some shit behind him, which is whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the that thing with Ricky Shane Page and the no rope barbed wire match with Atticus, though, the stuff that I did see from that match, like regardless of what I think about RSP, the stuff that I saw from it was pretty fucking gnarly.
Mm.
Like it looked like it was a pretty solid, gnarly no rope barbed wire match,
I
which I
gotta
haven't
watch
seen.
it.
I haven't seen too many of those, and at least recently. So that was a pretty cool one. Do you have any other indie events that you're looking forward to? Any deathmatch shows coming up that you're looking forward to?
I mean, there's deathmatch. There's the next ICW show. That's the same day as Royal Rumble, so I'll probably watch that the day after.
Sure.
That's 20 something. I don't know, 27, I think. Yeah. Um, what else? There's VXS, Violence and Suffering.
Goddamn right.
They're back.
Yep.
February 23rd
We
at
gonna be there.
Queensboro's Elks Lodge. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. They announced Leo Rush, Sammy Callahan, um, some others, and because I can't think of the names off
Even
the
just
top of the
Leo
head.
Rush and Sammy Callahan are just those two are that's
Mm-hmm.
fucking great
And then
already.
you even hear who they're facing, so there's more people to be like brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's gonna be fun. It's in Queens, Elks
Fuck yeah.
Lodge, Queens Boulevard. Definitely come out. Tickets are on sale at the Wrestling Universe website. You can buy tickets for that. And yeah, definitely get one of the tickets. I'll be there. What I'll be doing, I don't know yet.
I'll be there
Might be
snapping
hanging.
pictures of shit,
Yeah, be
doing some
hanging. I
photos
might
there.
be. I don't know. Might be somewhere else. You'll find out. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some live Monday Nitro Party shit from there. Who knows?
Maybe. You never know. And I don't know what else is going on.
Do you see that the Dudley boys are coming out of retirement as a team, and they're
Why?
gonna be?
Why?
I knew that was not gonna make you happy, but
Why would they do that?
well, they're facing Onita and a mystery partner.
Okay, but who asked for this? Like that's
I have to
the
actually look and see who it was, because it was also one that caught me off guard, because I was thinking, like, was this going to be a TNA thing? It's not a TNA thing.
so they're doing a
Um,
death match.
it is. Hold on.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah, it's actually Bully and Devon, which I didn't even think Devon could really even do anything in ring
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It's because his fucking
Hear my
Instagram feed is
microphone.
blowing up with people retweeting it and shit, so I have to find the actual original.
It's interesting. I gotta check it out.
Well, it's also because like people are talking about it, especially because of Onita. They're just like, what?
Yeah.
Because I don't think
Everybody's like Cartman. What?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, people just didn't
Stone
expect it.
Cartman.
Yeah, that's a solid Cartman, by the way.
Stone
Um,
Cartman. What?
um,
No way.
oh no. Um,
And then Roman win again. No.
see.
Rise for the blood. Never mind. I was gonna keep doing shitty voice. Was it? Something with the bloodline? What's the saying?
With the bloodline?
Yeah, we the ones. I don't know. We the
Oh yeah,
ones. No, we the
there you go. That's a solid one.
yeah. That's all
That
right.
was also that was a good Cartman.
That was all right.
Um,
We are the ones. No.
that was not bad. That was
It
not
was
a bad one.
okay. I get really shy when I do voices, but I like doing voices.
I
I like
also like
doing.
doing them, but I do them around my house. Like I can't even do them in
Yeah.
public. Like I fucking every time I try to do one in public, I just look like a complete fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't fucking find it. It was
I wanted
just
to do short. It's okay. I'll just do voices in the meantime. Which one I could do? La 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 la. John Madden. I can do John Madden. Nobody knows John. See, everybody's young now. So if I
yeah, but
say John Madden,
you can't
who?
do John Madden because Frank Caliendo does John Madden. That's his
Oh,
voice.
fuck him. Where's he been? I don't care.
Where's he been? He's been working casinos doing John Madden voices. It's actually what he does.
Well, guess
Um,
what? I'm gonna take his job. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there and then go over there and sit on the table and give me that job, bitch. And then boom, tough acting to acting. Okay.
you even threw a tough acting to acting into it.
It's pretty. I like to play Call of Duty and do his voice.
Oh,
They're go over here and go over here. Boom, bloodline. Okay.
I'm just looking it up directly now because fuck this.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, there's something I want to say.
It was a
Oh,
thing that like
dude,
literally
what'd you
just
do
fucking
on New
popped off.
Year's in the meantime while you're looking it up? Did you
What
do
did I do on New
anything?
Year's? I didn't do a fucking thing on New
Yeah.
Year's.
Hell yeah,
Dude,
me neither.
that was my favorite New Year's. I just fucking hung out. I didn't do shit.
Yeah,
Um,
that's usually the best ones. I've did that like 3 years in a row now, I think.
yeah,
I just don't do anything.
just chilling.
Maybe one year I just hung out with someone. Yeah. Dude, it was 4:30 in the morning. I went to bed early. Um, I thought gunshots were happening.
Fireworks?
So no, well, I'll get to that, but it was like pop, 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 like that. So I
Okay.
thought gunshots spaced out 4:30 in the morning, New Year's Day. What the fuck, right? Abel
Okay.
runs under my bed. I rolled off my bed to the floor because I did not want to get hit by a straight bullet. That was my thought process, just waking up to 3 pops.
Okay.
Then while I'm laying on my stomach on the floor, I hear and I was like, oh, fireworks. Okay. That's when I realized it was fireworks. And then my first thought was like, you know what, Josh, you're pretty agile to get on the floor that quick and dodge from a stray bullet hitting your window potentially.
I'm
But
very proud
really,
of you for being limber when you
I
feel like your life is in danger.
yeah, I was like, oh, I can still move like a cat. But that was not the case because I thought about it a little longer and I was like, wait, no, I had to throw my arm. So I had create momentum. So then everything else just moves. It's like a wave pool, just like fucking moving this way.
Nice.
And then that's how I kept going and I almost went into the wall. But
Did Abel look at you like, dude, that was sad. Like that
yeah,
was you don't move like a
it's like
cat.
this is
Like
terrible. It's like you are not a human being, and I'm gonna eat you. No, but that was funny. Yeah,
no, I can't find it right now. It was
fuck them.
Bully's Bully's fucking Twitter timeline right now is a mess. So I couldn't find it. But
I wonder if he finally blocked me because I haven't seen
um
his tweets in forever.
oh maybe, yeah.
Let's find out.
But yeah, it's Team 3D versus Onita and a mystery partner. And that's coming up sometime in the spring. Um, but yeah, I don't know who it was for. It was for somebody that was not one of the ones we've talked about now. It was for
Yeah,
somebody else. But
hasn't blocked.
so that's a non-story because I can't fucking find it, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, also going back to AEW, Andrade is also out of AEW now. He's done.
yeah, I figured. Like,
Well, no, the reason I bring it up is, do you think that's another thing where he's coming back to WWE because
oh yeah,
he's gonna be there with Charlotte again?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That and
Um,
the BS that's going on over there.
well, that too,
Pretty
but I
sure they
mean,
couldn't.
also, I think Andrade was one of those ones that kind of he Andrade is great, and I think he could have done a lot more if it wasn't for the fact that Vince McMahon was, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And I think with it being Triple H ran, I think Andrade will actually be able to do something worth a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm actually happy for him. I'm happy that he's going to be able to, get his proper run in WWE that he didn't
Mm-hmm.
really get to have. So that's a good thing. And what was the other thing I was going to tell you?
Wrestling's for everyone.
I mean, it is for everybody. But fucking what a brain fart. Um, seriously,
Let's just
brain
do
just
the
like.
next 10 minutes of that. Um, it's fine. I forgot to. Let's
Who's
just
your so who's the one that you're really rooting for in 2024 to have like a really good year?
sky blue.
I mean,
Yes.
you're not wrong. Like,
I'm not saying it just for obvious reasons, but also not for nothing. Like her character change and everything is pretty impressive.
she's dope. Yeah.
And she's getting even hotter.
Mm-hmm.
She could be AEW's Rhea. I'm just saying.
She could be.
But yeah, Sky Blue, 100%. I hope she
Her,
has more matches.
her
Doesn't have to
turning
be
her
long.
turning into the dark sky blue is actually working out really well.
Yeah,
It's been kicking
exactly.
ass.
I love it.
Um,
Especially
I
when she said tits out, by the way. I mean,
oh yeah, but
that was my favorite line in wrestling promo ever.
yeah, and also you know what though, like I want to give credit where credit's due for people like Sky Blue and Rhea Ripley that they know what people are doing and saying about them, and
Mm-hmm.
like they're taking the objectioning, the objectionability of their body, like people objectifying them,
Yep.
and they're running with it and just being like, "Fuck yeah, I'm hot." And they're just like
Mm-hmm.
they're doing what I think is the healthiest thing to do. Like instead of fighting with people back and forth, they're just like, "Listen, if you're going to comment about the way I look, and I'm not going to say that it's respectful, but I'm not going to say that it's not people being like super shitty about it. They're
Right.
just like, God damn, like it's that type of thing. And instead
I've
of like,
seen. Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, like, instead of like, fighting with people about it, they're just like, fine, like you wanna look at my ass, like, all right, let's talk about it. And like they're doing their thing.
The only thing that I don't like about it, and I don't know if anyone else cares about it, it could be like a me being an old person thing. I thought it was creepy when I went the last AEW I went to. I saw Sky Blue was in the ring,
Mhm.
and I saw more than one dude around me, holding their phones to zoom in and take a picture of just Sky Blue's ass.
Yeah, that type of shit is
And that's
creepy.
like, I was
Yeah,
like, wait, this is not normal.
that's where it
Like, this
becomes
is,
skeezy. That's where it for sure
yeah,
becomes skeezy.
it's
Eh,
gross. Is
like,
they're like, oh, I bought a ticket. No, that's what the fuck?
yeah,
Like,
that's not how that works. That's not how that does. Yeah, that part of it does cross that line of being like, instead of just being like, God damn, she's hot, like
mm-hmm.
then it gets creepy. And like there's been times where I've seen like little live videos from live shows, like where somebody will take a picture of like Rhea Ripley's ass and she catches them,
Mm-hmm.
and like she'll give them the third degree. Like she's like, do you just take a picture of my fucking ass? And they're like, yeah. And then she's like, delete it. And they're just like, okay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they fucking freak out, which that part of it's funny. But and then also sometimes she's playful about it. She's like, "Did you just take a picture of my ass?" They're like, "Yeah," and she's like, "All right." So I'm just saying that, like, I think unfortunately people are going to be pigs about it, just
mm-hmm.
because. Listen, if you're hot, you're hot, and they're gonna be that just it's wrestling fans. So there's gonna be a lot of wrestling fans that are more piggish about it than others.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm giving them credit where credit's due. The way that they're doing it and the way that they're rolling with it, I think is a fun way to do it. And I hope that people do be more respectful about it, and they
Mm-hmm.
don't be like the fucking creep shows that you saw at the shows that are trying to get like a fucking bird's eye view of their ass crack.
That's the
Like
yeah.
fucking just, enjoy it from the crowd, you fucking weirdo. Like
Yeah,
just do
record a
that.
video like everyone else.
I mean, yeah. Insert Reddit here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, fucking Reddit's full of that type of shit.
Yep.
The one that I'm rooting for this year is Sue Young. And I'm saying that because Sue Young fucking rules. But also like she just won an indie title. She's rebuilding what she was doing before because she was out for a long time because I believe she was pregnant. I think she had a baby. But
Hey.
she was out for quite a while, and she's rebuilding her character. She's redoing, like, she's still very much the same character. She's still the demon bride. She's still very much Sue Young. But she is kind of like rebuilding it step by step, as far as
Mm-hmm.
like getting herself back out there.
Mm.
So she's the one that I'm rooting for this year. I hope
Okay.
she has a fucking awesome 2024, and I hope that we see her in a major promotion, because I think that's also long overdue.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I think the highest level we've seen her has been in Impact, and she definitely should be, like, bare minimum, she should be in AEW. Like, her character work is fucking awesome. She's right
Mm-hmm.
up there with Abaddon as far as like character work goes. She's right up there with that. Like, so,
Mm-hmm.
and Abaddon rules, like, they're fantastic. So to be in the same, to be in the same conversation as somebody like Abaddon, I think is definitely appropriate for Soo Young.
Oh
uh,
yeah.
so yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up. We have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
shows. We have a lot. The Royal Rumble party is going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good event. Pine Box
Internet might
Barber
not
Shop
work
fucking
that.
rules.
Yeah, we have little issues with internet, but we get it working. So just that's the only thing I'll say.
Yeah,
Shoot.
there was some hiccups last time, but I think we figured them out really well. And like once they were
Yeah.
figured out, they were good to go. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the next month or two of programming.
You know who I'm
Um,
not looking forward to?
what are you looking forward to?
No, what am I not looking forward
What are you
to?
not looking forward to?
I am not looking forward to Lexus King. That guy, he fucking sucks. I do not understand why he thinks he's so good. He put a post saying he's the best he's ever been. No, he hasn't. This is the weirdest he's ever been.
So
Um, yeah, no, this is a guy I do not want to see anymore in 2024.
you know what's weird about it though? Like,
Him.
well, it is weird, but like
Yeah.
the I don't know. The character itself of being like the I'm not my dad thing, I'm fine with that
Mm-hmm.
because shedding, like, shedding the skin and, like, getting out of the shadow of your father and all that stuff, I'm actually totally okay with that. And the
Mm-hmm.
whole, like, my father like abandoned me for like drugs and like whatever the fuck else he's talking about, like, that is fine. But I don't know what the fuck they're doing with the character on TV. It's weird. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not, honestly, I don't think it's because of him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he's performing it in a way that's particularly terrible or anything like that. I think it's kind of like the same thing that happened. You remember when Sammy Callahan was in NXT and they gave
Mm-hmm.
him that weird ass fucking hacker gimmick?
Yeah.
And like Sammy Callahan fucking rules. But there was no way that he was going to get Solomon Crow over. Like,
No.
it was, and I don't care how good you are on the stick. I don't care how good you are in the ring. If the character's ass or written like that, then you're kind of fucked. And I think Lexus King is one of those things. Like, I think he's just unfortunately a victim of a very poorly written out character.
Mm.
It's not translating well on TV. Also, he's losing all the time. Like, he won his first match, and then I think he's pretty much lost every other match.
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting buried. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't get that one. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they're doing that, because like NXT has some good shit, but NXT is also another one where like the top tier of it is pretty shallow. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can use some more people up there. Like, Ilya Dragunov's great. Like, he's 100% his character, like, for better
Mm-hmm.
or worse. And like, I don't know if you like him, but I like Dijak. Um, just I like Dijak because he's not really a character. He's just a
Mhm.
dick. And
Yeah.
like, all right, like, if you're just a dick that has some really fucking hard hitting solid matches, I'm all right with
Mm-hmm.
that. Because his matches are pretty fucking vicious.
Mm-hmm.
Um, fuck it. Who else are you sick of for 2024? Let's throw that
Hmm.
out there.
Comedians or wrestlers?
We can end this on some hate.
We
I'm
want to
fine
do
with
some
that.
comedy hate. We're gonna turn it around. Want to? Let's talk some
Heel
shit.
turn. No.
Okay.
Let's throw it down for some wrestlers that like either need to fucking change up some shit
Oh
or
man, I was ready to say some names. Okay.
um
Wait. So you? Okay. So what are we picking? Wrestlers that we are just sick of their shit, right?
I think wrestlers
Um.
just either sick of their shit or somebody that needs to fucking change some shit up because they're getting boring.
All right. Number one, Jinder Mahal, dude. You were in a bad spot last night, man. You need to get your shit together. You want to be
Yeah.
less mad? Do something about it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Jinder needs to. He's gotten skinnier too. He's lost some of his mass. Well, that
Also,
was
like
because he wasn't champ anymore.
Veer Mahan came and then he left again. Like
Yeah.
he has too much
Oh, he came.
too much
Yeah.
recovery time before after he comes every time. Like he
Mm-hmm.
needs to be back on television.
These fucking guys, dude.
Fucking Moxley is getting boring. He's getting real boring.
Yeah,
Um,
drink your blood, man.
I like
I'll
Moxley.
mash your bones.
I mean, like I like Moxley, but like, yeah, his shit get
Gargle
is
your piss.
he's getting real stale.
That's
Um,
MJF. MJF's
yeah,
impression of Moxley. I love it.
yeah. That's the one that I'm kind of like, all right, like fucking, you need to either start being an absolute fucking monster and like
Yeah.
doing the stuff that you talk about, or like fucking change up the character somehow. Because
Mm-hmm.
right now he's just, like, and again, I like Moxley and I'm actually very much on team Moxley. There are
Mm-hmm.
some people that definitely are not. I'm not one of them, but I really do want to see him either like fucking shatter that ceiling. Like him and Samoa Joe, honestly, him and Samoa Joe could have some banger, brutal fucking matches for that title, but he's got to break through that. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
whatever the fuck they're having him do right now, it ain't working. It's been way overdone.
Mm-hmm.
And is Claudio even doing anything?
He's spinning. He
He's
just
just
wrestled at World's End.
yeah, yeah. I did he? Claudio
Yeah,
did?
he was
Oh
in
yeah,
a
he was.
tag team match.
Oh yeah, yeah, that fucking throwaway 8-man tag team match where it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, just put these
Mm-hmm.
guys together in a match. That was a weird 8-man tag because like half of those people weren't even teammates. They were just like fucking just throw them together, I guess.
It was very
Um,
strange.
WWE, there's a lot of people that need something to do. Um, a lot actually. Like as I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of people that need some shit to do. But I'm still very much on team Sammy and Kevin.
Yeah.
I want them to kind of come back to some glory on that because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Sammy especially I feel bad because people were so behind him
Yeah.
and then they just fucking stopped doing shit with him. So
Yep.
now people are forgetting about him again and it's like he's one of your best fucking workers. Like what are you doing? Him
Mm-hmm.
and Kevin Owens. They're both fucking incredible workers. So it's like y'all ain't giving him shit. Like there's nothing to chew on. Like give him
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah.
So those are another a couple of ones that I hope are able to bust through a little bit in 2024 and
Mm.
you know,
Nice
have some
phrasing.
bigger, better shit.
Bust
But
through.
bust through, bust
Yeah,
on,
because
whatever.
mine's
Yeah,
still sky blue if we're talking about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That
So
was definitely a cum joke.
I could be horny once in a while. It's fine.
It's all
It's
right.
like
It's fine.
it's for like 10 seconds and then I get sad.
You get
So
the
it's
horny out. You make one dick
I
comment.
could
You're
do
like,
that. I'm
brrr.
allowed. God, I'm like whatever. Anyways, just
Dude, I fucking like.
Joshy be hard.
Oh my god, horny. Oh my god, not that.
Oh.
Um, I subscribe to Sue Young's OnlyFans. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, being horny is fine.
Oh,
Just be
relax.
healthy
Okay.
about it. All right. Just don't be
Yeah.
a fucking creep about your horniness.
Yeah, just don't
That's
do
really
it
all
like
it
the
is.
subway and shit. Like that's
Contain your
weird.
shit. I
Yeah, don't
actually
do it in
do.
the back of an open mic. Like
No, don't do that.
no.
That's fucked up. Don't do that at
Mhm.
all.
Don't do
No
it next to
open.
the water jug. Like you
Ugh.
got to drink from
No.
there.
No, don't do
Like
that.
come on.
No. That should be
That
the
happened
lesson. Like
once.
if you're that should be the lesson for both wrestling fans and comedians and wrestlers for that matter. Contain your horny. Like it's
Yeah.
okay to be horny, but contain it.
Yeah, make a schedule for it.
You don't need to be gross to other
Mhm.
people. Just fucking like you can be gross in your own head. That's where your
Mhm.
gross can be.
Listen,
um
if you want to have a job for the rest of your life until you're dead, contain your horny.
Contain your horny. Contain
Mhm.
it. That's how you
Mhm.
do it.
Yes.
So yeah, lots of good stuff with wrestling going on though. I'm looking forward to 2024. I'm looking forward to the product. There's some good shit happening.
Yeah.
I got my fingers crossed for a lot of different ones. So, VXS there, I'm really looking forward to that event in February.
Yeah. It's gonna
Um,
be dope.
I'm looking forward to doing photos for that. I'm looking forward to seeing honestly Sammy Callahan. I haven't seen him live in quite a long time.
It'd be great. I'm sure
Leo,
it'll be around to like take pictures and shit too for everyone who.
yeah, I'm a fan of Sammy. I think he's a good dude, and I'm a fan of
Mhm.
Leo Rush too. I've just seen Leo Rush a lot more than I've seen Sammy.
Mhm.
So it'll be an extra treat for me to be able to see Callahan live.
Mhm.
And yeah, this keep on supporting indies, keep on supporting the ones that need it the most. Keep throwing money at them, keep throwing buying the merch. Don't be fucking gross at the events. Don't be fucking weird. Don't make it shitty for other people. Like
Mhm.
have fun and enjoy yourself, but just don't be a piece of shit. Like that's what my real mantra is for 2024. Like it's
That's
for
Jonas
both.
Barnes' final thoughts.
It is for fucking comedians and for wrestling fans and for comedy fans for that matter. Like fucking either enjoy it or don't, but don't be a piece of shit to people.
And don't take your dick out. Until then, take
Definitely.
care of yourself and each
And
other.
each other. Yeah, no, definitely don't take your dick out. That's nope, nobody needs that. The only time a dick has come out in wrestling recently where it was even remotely appropriate was the dick spot with the syringe, and that was
Yeah.
fucked up. Like that was super
Hmm.
fucked up.
Also, don't take your pussies out either, because it's come on, it's fair.
I mean, yeah, you know
Don't
what? Yeah, yeah. Also,
can't.
don't bring your parts out. Don't
Yeah,
show
just
your parts to people that didn't
your
ask for it. Like,
yeah, your parts are private for a reason.
yeah, those are yours.
Leave it that
Those
way.
are yours, and for the people that you share it with that asked
And
for it.
and
Like,
good for you.
yes, absolutely. So yeah, come out to see me and Josh at the Royal Rumble party, Pine
Pine
Box Rock Shop.
box
hmm
pizza.
That's in Brooklyn. We're gonna have pizza. We're gonna maybe have some surprises and shit. You never know. Um, and that's gonna be fun. And that's the next big event coming up. So that's what we're looking forward to. Most
Yes.
recently. Also, CM Punk is coming back to Raw next week, so that's probably going to start the build for everything. So we'll see what
Mhm.
happens on that. Um, and Josh, where can people find you?
It's joshalba.com. Everything's there. Socials. Pine Box Rock Shop this Friday, January 5th.
Yeah,
Comedy
yeah.
show. We're back. It has a shitload of views for some reason. I don't know what happened, but it's gonna be fun. A lot of comics. They're all awesome. I'll be there hanging,
Fuck yeah.
and drinking, and yeah. And I'll be at the VXS show in February. What will I be doing? I don't know. I might be hanging out. I might be in the ring. I might be on the commentary. I don't fucking know yet.
Yeah.
Ideas have been pitched. So
Nice.
yeah, if you want to watch that, you can either obviously buy a ticket, and I think online you can either on Triller Plus or watch VXS.com. One or the other.
Nice.
Yeah, look it up.
If you want to find my shit online, you can find me at Jonas Barnes Comedy on Instagram and also on Twitter at Jonas Barnes. And also Traumedy Hour is going to be coming to Star Bar on the 17th, January 17th. And that's in Brooklyn. 8 o'clock show, we're going to be having headliner Peter Ravello, who's going to be dropping a full headline set. So he's going to be doing at least 30 to 45 minutes. We also have great lineup, Lauren Petrie, Jake Silberman, and more. We also have a special drop-in that's going to be happening that you will have
Ooh.
to be at the show to see. But that's going to be a banger of a show. And
Ooh.
if you go to at Traumedy Hour NYC on Instagram, you'll see the event, and you'll also be able to reserve your tickets for free for that show. So that's gonna be fun times. I'm hosting that show, so if you want to see me do my jokey jokes, that's where I do them. Aside from that, check out my horror podcast. That's another goddamn horror podcast if you're into horror. And you can just check us out at AGHP666 on all the socials. And that's a link to all of our stuff on that. We just did our year-end Danzig Awards. So that episode is coming out literally today. So you'll be able to hear that. That's all of our best of picks for the entire year of 2023, and that was a fun episode. So aside from that, anything else for him, Josh?
No.
Nope. All right. I got nothing else either. You guys fucking rule. Thank you for being patient with us taking a break. You know what? We had to be fat for a little while and just
Yeah,
we
man.
had we had to we had to
Let's
take a load off. We had to take a mental break. We had to
do
we
another
had to
shit.
yeah.
We had bigger
So
ideas for this.
thank you guys for sticking it out. We're really looking forward to the next year. We have some cool shit coming up, and I really appreciate. We both really appreciate you guys for coming along on the ride with us. Until next time, this has been the Monday Nitro Party. You guys fucking rule. Thank you so much. Have a great one.
Fuck you. I don't know why I did that.